Okay, let's point out the elephant in the room. My office is a mess. I have clothes, this sweater over here that needs to be stitched up because there was a hole in it. I did my first ever shopping at Goodwill. If you shop at Goodwill, I don't know what I've been doing. The shirt that I'm wearing right now, these slacks that I'm wearing right now, that I'm getting ready to go to a day of subbing, got all of that from Goodwill. Like, I got so many things, and I'm all about saving money, good quality stuff, and they have such good things. I've donated to Goodwill forever, but never thought to actually shop there. So anyways, we are not here to talk about that, but this month has been wild. I am currently uploading footage from a vlog that I actually did almost 2 weeks ago, never got uploaded, but we're here because we are doing our coffee chat for our mid-month check-in with our goals. This is gonna be short and sweet. I'm about to go off to a half day of subbing. My coffee is so hot. I literally just poured it. But just to kind of give you another idea of life right now, it is 10:15 on a Wednesday. We're past the 15th. It is the 18th today. And I have not eaten any food. I did get my workout in. I got up, I went outside for a walk. I've had a great day. I've gotten some other work done. But my life has been a roller coaster, an emotional roller coaster basically the first half of October. Between terrible, sad, heartbreaking things that have happened. We lost my uncle tragically, had his funeral and just celebration of his life last week, but then also had the highs of we got a bid back on the house that we're trying to build, and it was in our budget after the first bid that we got was not in our budget, and it just made things so exciting that it's like, we're gonna get to do this. We're going to get to make progress. We might be breaking ground finally on this dream that we've had for 10 years. We've lived in this old farmhouse for all of that time and have worked so hard on achieving our goals and all of these things so that we could someday build our dream home. I want to take a drink of this, but I swear it's like burning my hand to touch it. Yeah, I just can't do it. I can't even hold it. But imagine that I'm sitting here holding this really like aesthetic cup of coffee. Is this not the cutest though? Look at this. I love the mugs with the toppers. How cute is that? It says Boo in the Ray Dunn. If you're a Ray Dunn fan, let me know below. But if you love the toppers, they are so key. I am also really bad about actually drinking my coffee and it staying warm, so those toppers do help. But going through goals, honestly, I have been slowly but surely working on things, but I'll be honest that I have just not really sat down and focused on much. First week of October, I subbed 4 days in a row, and I realized through that 4 days in a row is too much for me. I do not want to give up 4 out of 5 days of the work week. I do not want to give up that much time. I mean, the paycheck was nice, you know, right? Like that side of things was great. And today I'm subbing a half day, but it's the only day that I'm subbing this week. Last week I was supposed to sub 2 days, but because of my uncle passing, we spent a lot of time north where my family lives being there. And so I didn't sub either of those days. And so all the other things with life also have just kind of taken a pause because of everything that's going on. My TPT stuff, total pause, have not done anything, which is sad because I had really exciting, ideas of making some cute Halloween products to post on TPT, and it's October 18th. So at this point, even strategically, like with marketing, I should have had those things up really at the end of September. So I was already behind before October even started. But I can still work on those things and I can still use them with my niece. That's another thing. My niece, I'm now watching her on Tuesdays and Fridays. Her daycare up and just closed with no notice until the Friday night after all the kiddos were picked up. A message was sent out to all the families letting them know they were closed immediately. So that, and then YouTube has been bare minimum, which I hate as well. So I will be the first to admit I have been struggling with juggling, balancing all of the things. Also, throw in there, I just celebrated my husband's birthday, and then his birthday happens, and then the very next day is our wedding anniversary. So we just celebrated that. We're going out of town tonight to continue celebrating that. So I am just, instead of letting this stress me out and make me upset and make me feel badly about myself, I am choosing to look at all of the flexibility, the time freedom, how hard I've worked in the years past to allow me where I didn't have to ask off of work. I did have to, let them know that I wouldn't be showing up for my sub obligation, but I didn't have to ask off for work last week when I wanted to go north and spend time with my family and go to my uncle's funeral and that sort of a thing. When I was still teaching, I had a different uncle that had passed away back when, and I couldn't even use bereavement because he wasn't immediate family. And so that was one of those times where I had to use a personal day. And I just remember being frustrated, but also at the same time, like, I was going to be there. Like, without a doubt, I was going to be at his funeral. And so it was having that happen this time. It was such in a weird way, and I a blessing though, that I got to be there without a doubt. There was not a question. I did not have to ask permission. I did not have to put in a work day. I did not have to worry about getting a sub or writing sub plans or anything like that, because I've worked so hard over the last 6 years to be able to have this flexibility and this time freedom. And while I may not be checking all the boxes on this beautiful vision board that I made to start the month of October, I am doing things that are important to me. Being there for family always is going to be important to me. Taking care of my health, mental health, physical health, spiritual health, those things are important to me. You know, the sermons at church lately have been amazing. I feel like every time I come on here, I'm telling you about the sermons at church, but they've been so good. And the company that I partner with, which is formerly known as Beachbody, is now BODI. We are making some major changes within the company, and I am fully in support of that. And I am just so thankful that this is the company that I chose to partner with, and I've chose to take care of my own health with, and just so many things. So I am coming to you today, not necessarily to say how well I'm doing on all of these goals that I set for the month of October, but instead to say, if you are having a roller coaster of a month like I am, or even if it's like been a wonderful month and you have been crushing your goals, I want to give you the permission that, like, you get to decide if things are going well or if they're not, and not to beat yourself up about the times where maybe you aren't checking the boxes as much as you maybe have in previous months or previous years or whatever that looks like. We go through different seasons of life for reasons. Like, there are going to be times in our life where we're going to be able to do more, and there are going to be times in our life where things happen that we have zero control over, and it's so unfair for us to beat ourselves up about that. So with that being said, my hope is to just finish out October continuing to feel thankful for the life that I get to live, grateful that I get to set goals and I get to work towards goals, appreciative of all that I do have. Even though I might still be working towards other goals, I want to be appreciative of the life that I currently have, the life that I get to live, and the dreams that I get to continue working towards. That's what's important to me right now, today, and that's what I have for you. So I hope that you are having a wonderful October. If you have had a bit of an emotional roller coaster, just know you are not alone. And if you have been crushing it, heck yes, I love that for you. I would love to know in the comments below how things are going, how you're doing, and what you plan to do the rest of October and maybe even the rest of the year. So that's what I've got. So I'm gonna go sub now. I'm gonna try to drink this super hot coffee before I leave and finally eat some food. That would be good, right? And get on with my day and enjoy going out of town with my husband to celebrate our anniversary tonight, and just taking life as it's happening right now versus beating myself up because of the things that I'm maybe not achieving, that to start the month, I thought I was gonna have no problem achieving. We can't predict the future. We can do what we can do, and that's all that we can ask of ourselves. So anyways, cheers, and I hope you have a great rest of October. I will be checking back in with you whenever we do our wrap up for the month, and hopefully I'll have some things that I can say, yeah, I really crushed that, or, I didn't, but that's okay, and I'm not gonna beat myself up over that, because life is happening and I'm thankful that I get to live it. So we'll see you guys in the next video. See you later.